Remember what I told you in the locker rooms. Please make a good, clean fight. Obey at all my commands. Recuerden lo que platicamos en los vestidores. Vamos a hacer una pelea limpia. Obedezcan en todo momento mis órdenes. Choquen los guantes. Fuerte a los dos.
So we get ready to add another chapter to the historic Puerto Rico versus Mexico rivalry. Oscar Collazo, the heavy favorite and defending champion coming into this one, but the crowd firmly behind this man, Edwin Cano.
Cano was southpaw. You know, tall, lanky puncher, real wiry, tricky style to face, but you got southpaw versus southpaw, and normally when that happens, whoever has the straighter punches is gonna have more success.
Coyazo looking to target the body early. He did tell us that Cano does have the tendency to swing wide, that there might be some routes to the body. Clearly having a look downstairs already.
Yeah, Collazo's an excellent body puncher. You know, he puts himself in position really good to really get good body shots, and then good upper body movement as well, always jabbing. Just a great punch selection and solid fundamentals by Oscar Collazo, the champ.
Big right hook there from Collazo.
And that's the money punch, that right hook. I mean, we've seen in his last fight, knocking out CP Freshmart. It was a wicked right hook and uppercuts, and you know, those are the punches that are going to land against another left-handed fighter that he has in front of him, in Edwin Cano.
Interesting he's starting the action, because when we spoke to him, he said he wanted to implement his specialty, which is counterpunching, allowing Cano to walk to him, into him, so he could counterpunch precisely.
Ooh. Nice right hook there from Cano, but Collazo with a better shot over the top, that chopping left hand.
Yeah, the thing about Cano, when I was studying him, he can get caught in exchanges. He's a wiry puncher, he's awkward, he has awkward timing, you know, so that, and he's a southpaw, but when your technique is flawed and you open up in exchanges, the sharper, more concise counterpuncher, which is Collazo, is actually going to benefit from it.
Right, and I think for Cano, for the bulk of his career, Sergio, he invited those exchanges because he thought he would get the best of them, but it's a different matter here against a sharpshooter and one of the best in the world, Collazo.
That is exactly the luxury that good technique brings to the table. When you have good technique, then you can actually exchange and be confident in those exchanges.
Good chopping left hand there from Collazo.
Yeah, those could be dangerous punches if Cano keeps dipping to the same side, because Collazo's going to keep throwing the punch at where his head's going to be and not where it's at. You know, Cano, he's always dipping to one side. He's going to make it obvious. Collazo's too smart for that. There's that right hook by Collazo. I mean, that's probably, I mean, that's one of his best punches. I mean, he throws every punch pretty fundamentally well, but that right hook is the best.
Another chopping left hand there from Collazo. He is putting it on Cano here in the opening round, but Cano, again, he likes these exchanges. It might not be the best thing for him.
I think if they studied tapes on Oscar Collazo, that's exactly what they shouldn't do. You should control the fight from the outside, get on the inside, make it rough, but don't exchange. Don't hook with a hook, like we like to say in boxing.
Oof. Stop over. He wants to reign here and bring big fights to him to try and create some of the rivalries and the buzz that the higher weights enjoy, as we talked about during his ring walk. And the way that you do that, Sergio, is just to keep piling up sensational performances like he has been doing.
He's been turning heads. I mean, what they're moving him correctly. I think Miguel Cotto and Oscar De La Hoya, the promotion's doing a beautiful job with a future and potential star. You know, Oscar Collazo's already a champion, a unified champion, but he wants to make big performances in this small weight division, like Michael Carball, Chiquita Gonzalez, Roman Gonzalez. That's how you do it, like turning heads with knockouts.
Good body work there from Collazo, left hands to the body.
Oddly enough, Juan de Leon in the corner of Collazo, right before he walked into the corner, he was looking at Canito, trying to see how his demeanor, his body language, and then he determined he's out of gas, he's a little confused, and he doesn't know how to gauge the power on Collazo.
Good body shots by Collazo right now. Both sides, he landed. Cano didn't like those punches. to the body.
No, if you're wondering how someone might appear as though they're out of gas after one round, it's because of body shots like that.
Well put. And that's the thing about Oscar Coyazo. I mean, he does everything pretty much well. But he's not really missing anything. He has power, he has speed, technique. He goes to the body well, good foot movement. Just an excellent, all-around great champion.
And you know what, Sergio, just to add to that, he has all those tools, but he's not going to just push them out there all at the same time. Systematically, he uses one by one, just tearing his opponent apart. We saw that in Riyadh.
And that's maturity. You know, that's maturity in a young fighter, in a 28-year-old champion that's already ahead of the game. You know, he can slow things down. He could speed things up when he wants. I mean, yeah, man, it's well-rounded and well-polished fighter. And with only 11 fights and already a unified champion, it's crazy.
Yeah, but let's add the pedigree, the amateur pedigree, being an Olympian, that adds to massive experience, international experience, and day off when he weighs in and fights. That mentally prepares you.
No, absolutely. You know, anytime you're dealing with a five-time national champion, an Olympian, a Pan Am gold medalist, you're fighting a fighter that only had 13 amateur fights and started boxing at 16 years old in Edwin Cano. So you're a lot more advanced, and you're obviously going to have the advantage here.
Cano said that the funding just wasn't there for him to pursue his amateur career. So after 13 fights, decided to turn pro, jumped right into the deep end. These are the deepest waters that he's been in thus far. Cano trying to bring pressure, but the volume just isn't there. There's too much for him to worry about coming back from Oscar Collazo.
From every single angle possible, too.
Nice right hook there for Coyazo, and he just looked to crank up one to the body. Instead, found it up top.
Back live here in Cancun. We take a look at the corner of Edwin Cano, ranked number 3 by the WBO, number 11 by the WBA.
Trained by his father, Guadalupe Cano.
Yes, and he had great sparring partners preparing for this fight. I mean, he fought of the likes of Picasso, Gallo Estrada, the Gato. I mean, despite him not having the type of pedigree that Collazo has, the level of sparring partners that he has access to is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's almost as if the Mexican boxing community below a certain weight came together to try and help out their countrymen here tonight.
Quality rounds with a fighter like Gallo Estrada. I mean, that's learning right there. Even though you only had 13 amateur fights, sparring actually you develop a lot better when you're confronting names like that.
Sergio, you would know better. When you have somebody that has been there at the highest level and he's giving you not only wisdom in terms of punches, but mentality, walking into a fight of this caliber, how does that affect the fighter?
Well, no, it just gives you confidence, that you've been in there with a champion, exchange punches, you're getting the knowledge, you're soaking up all that knowledge from them, so you get the confidence bringing it to the ring like this.
Coyazo just keeps placing those shots to the body. Look at the body language of Cano. He is tucking those elbows tight right now, but as a result, he is getting blasted up top with hooks from Coyazo.
Yeah, but look at the scowl on Canito's face. I mean, even though he is getting ripped to the body like that, yeah, he's tucking his elbows in, but he's still coming forward.
He's focused. The one thing that his corner is very convinced is the fact that there is no quit in Canito. No quit. Only one of his losses have come by way of knockout, and he said that he was not himself that night.
This long left hand there from Coyazo as he catches the right hook. of Edwin Cano. Coyazo.
Another good body shot by Cano.
Yeah, Coyazo is dangerous to Cano at every distance right now, Sergio.
Yes, he is. And that's what you're doing with sharp punchers, you know. I mean, everything, he's not loading up. Coyazo doesn't load up on punches. Everything's with technique. So when you're that good with your offense and your elbows are tucked in, your hands are up, and you have quick hands, I mean, you're just a vicious, you're a threat. Coyazo's always a threat.
Nice left hand to the body. About 20 seconds ago, Coyazo landed the same uppercut to close the show on knockout CP Freshbar. Cano took it in that instance, but how many of them can he absorb?
And you can see Coyazo's looking for that right hook.
Hard body
right
shot
hook.
again.
Wow.
Yeah, he's hurting Cano to the body. But he does it responsibly, Coyazo. He punches and then he dips. He doesn't come right back up where his head can be exposed. He digs down, bends his knees, and makes himself smaller.
Do you think it's going to be round 11 or is it a complete reset for this rematch?
With the confidence that we saw with Tevin Farmer and the how he controlled the aggression and the volume of the pace, I think we're going to get round 13.
We got round 4 between Coyazo and Cano in front of us. Coyazo had a fantastic round there in round 3, just everything working for the Ring Magazine strawweight champion.
And there's that right hook. I mean, it's a beautiful punch. He throws every punch in the book and he does it real nicely. Look right there, responsibly going down to the body, you know, bending his knee, going on the right side and really pecking down there. You know, accuracy, landing it right with your knuckles embedding to the ribs, just like that. He doesn't waste punches. Oscar Collazo doesn't waste punches. Everything is well calculated and the torque is there.
He just sits down
Chopping left hand there from Coyazo.
Cano's hurt to the body again.
Sitting into every single punch. I really like the way he doubles and triples up on that right hand. He goes from the jab to the uppercut to a hook, and he doesn't waste time. He doesn't give time to Cano to just adjust and take a step back.
He is thwarting the pressure of Cano, and he also isn't giving him the option, as you pointed out, Claudia, of backing up and trying to do something that way. He is just getting beaten at every range, and Coyazo is putting them together right now.
This is power boxing at its best. Coyazo even on the back foot doing the power punching, the countering. I mean, that takes athleticism, being able to step back like that when you have someone coming forward and everything landing accurately on the back foot.
Big uppercut, and that one buckled the knees of Cano momentarily. Coyazo wailing away.
How is Cano still up? Those body shots are taking everything from him.
Hard right hook there from Coyazo. Cano still trying to fire back.
He connected a nice little left hook right there and landed on Coyazo's humanity. But Coyazo just kept going.
The crowd trying to will Cano back into this fight. You see the smile on Coyazo's face. He is loving this energy.
That's the one thing I love about Coyazo. His husband, his excitement. He's just a happy fighter with a lot of charisma.
Another vicious body shot right there. How is Cano still up? I mean, those are wicked body shots by a puncher and Coyazo landing right on the money. Yes, Cano is hurt, but he's not going down.
Yeah, but you can see his legs are wobbling, especially his left leg. And his stance is getting wider and wider. Why do you think that's going on?
It's only going to be one more body shot because he's trying to make himself smaller to not open up the ribs, not open up the body.
Cano standing up, seemingly on sheer will and adrenaline, as one of the finest pointed this out in an earlier fight, the kind of hush that falls over to the crowd when their favorite starts to struggle a little bit. This is an educated fight crowd in Cancun. They know what they're looking at.
Man, I couldn't believe the pre-fights before they were televised. The rabid fans were already here. Half the arena was watching 4-rounders and passionate, the music, the blood, just rabid fans here in Mexico, especially in Cancun.
They know they're boxing. The history speaks for itself. So
Another left hand to the body. Sorry, Claudia.
No, it's okay. I just spoke with the corner, and Collazo's corner doesn't understand how Canito's still standing up, but they see that there's a lot of exhaustion. He's taking deep breaths in. But in Canito's corner, they're confident that he's going to have a second and third win.
Well, he landed a right hook right now, and you can see him wincing every time Coyazo go to the body. Anytime he gets an angle like that, going to the body, I mean, that's exactly what you need to do against a fighter like that.
Look at Cano. Takes a knee. The mouthpiece is out. The body work has finally accumulated, and I think it's done him in.
Yep. That breadbasket.
Absolutely beautiful violence from that man, Oscar Collazo.
Beautiful brutality, and there was a body shot. We've seen how he was winking from those shots of the body. It was only a matter of time for Cano to get hit. His knees were buckling. He went down. That's exactly how you turn heads for Oscar Collazo.
From the Ring Magazine strawweight champion, Oscar Collazo. And it looks like we are about ready to make this one official. Let's send it up to our MC, Joe Martinez.
Damas y caballeros, un minuto 12 segundos del quinto asalto. El referee llega a la cuenta de 10 for your winner by way of knockout and still the reigning undefeated WBO, WBA minimum weight champion of the world.